I'm Mr. Lover Lover. She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth.
Wagwan people, it is I, Sour, and I've got a UU match against a very good friend of mine, Complexy990, but also known as Sophie on YouTube. And I was kind of thinking, what kind of match should I post today? I mean, since, if you don't already know, it is my birthday, and for those who are wondering how old I am, I'm now 19. And I was thinking, it should be a special match today, which one should I choose? I thought, hey, how about Sophie? That was a really good match that I still need to post, because it is a very good match. So let's look at the teams very quickly then. Now, the first thing that springs to mind is that she's rocking the Slowbro Chancy core, which is, yes, thank you. Someone actually has the guts to actually use this damn core, because it's very good and you should abuse it in UU. And plus, it's a good opportunity to test it out on my own team, since I haven't actually faced that core before yet, because people are too much of a pussy to use it. She's also using the Fire, Water, Grass core with Rotom, Rose Raid and Slowbro as well. Weavile, probably Banded, I'm guessing. And you got him on top as the spinner. So what I'm going to think is that she's going to lead off with Chansey to set up the Stealth Rocks. And I'm going to lead off my Azelf, as you'll see why later on. Or just in a few seconds actually. And before the battle starts, I hope you guys are enjoying Sweet's uploads, since he's finally come out of hibernation, and he's also giving me some free time to sort out my own life right now. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the show. So as I previously stated, I'm going to lead off with my Azelf, as she's going to lead off with Chansey. Now straight off the bat, I'm going to go for the trick, as I am Choice Scarfed, and I've got to cripple that Chansey straight off the bat, as I predict her to just go for the Stealth Rocks, thinking that I'd probably taunt or U-turn. So yeah, that's one thing crippled. Now I'm going to predict her to predict my Psychic Stab, as I'm going to go for the Fire Punch, predicting the Weavile to come in. And I'm going to bring it down to its Focus Sash, as I haven't got rocks up yet. And now I'm going to predict her again to not go for the Dark Stab, and I'm going to take it out with another Fire Punch. So crippled Chansey, and I'm at a 5-6 early lead, so that's brilliant. Now in comes the Slowbro. I guess in hindsight I could have gone for a trick again, so I could get that thing's leftovers, since this thing is a real pain. You'll see why later on in the match. As I was just thinking about getting some damage off it, so I'm going to switch into my Suicune, and I see it's actually a Calm Mind set, so I'm going to start Calm Minding myself as she goes for the Psychic. It doesn't do too much, as I've also got +1. And now she's going to switch into her Rose Raids, as I'm going to go for another Calm Mind again, which is pretty risky, as I could have. She doesn't know I have Ice Beam, and I don't actually, so she's going to go for Sleep Powder. Luckily for her, it does hit, so I'm just going to have to use Suicune as a Sleep Fodder, which is fine. Since this isn't a Crocoon, actually, this one does have Rest, but it's got Roar instead, so I could phase guys out. Anyway, I'm going to predict the Grass Stab, as I'm going to switch into my special defensive Zapdos Dr. Doom. Yeah, people, he's back. He's come out of retirement now. As he's going to switch out into the Rotom, as I'm just going to roost off the damage, probably predicting either the T-Bolt or the Heat Wave, either one that the Rotom can take. And now she's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, as I'm just going to roost again, thinking that might be a tricker. That's not the case, I don't think so. Either way, I'm just going to go for the Toxic on hitting anything that, if she wants to stay in, go for the Overheat or T-Bolt, that's fine. But she goes into Chansey, which is also okay, as she can't stay in for too long, and plus I can look to see what else her moveset is, as she goes for the Heal Bell, as I switch into my Frostlass. I'm loving Frostlass in UU, it's brilliant. I never got to try it out in OU last gen, because it just wasn't really that great. I mean, it is an Ice type after all. Either way, she's going to switch out, she is locked into Heal Bell, into Slowbro, as I'm going to get a few layers of spikes, as I go for the Taunt, thinking that she'll probably Calm Mind up again, but no, she's just going to go right for the Skull, which is a good play on her part, trying to get that burn to cripple my Frostlass, or wear it down, since I'm a special attacker. Now, on the next turn, I am going to go for a Pain Split, so that I can get some more health back, thanks to Slowbro's decent HP stats. And so I am layering up all these spikes, even though she does have Hitmontop, but she hasn't brought in so far, and I think there's going to be a lot of switching this game, so just trying to get the momentum back. So I'm going to switch into my Dr. Doom, the Zapdos. These Stealth Rocks are really hampering these two guys, so I'm going to have to spin them away at some stage, but unfortunately for me, I'm not going to get a chance to, since most of the team pretty much handles Donphan. So you've got Slowbro, you've got Roserade, got Rotom H. So there isn't really any opportunity for me to, number one, get my own Stealth Rocks, and number two, spin hers away. So either I'm just going to roost up as she's going to go for Carmine. I go for a Toxic, thinking that she might want to switch, but no, she's going to go for Carmine, probably predicting that, which is a very good play on her part. I mean, probably, she did predict that, obviously. So actually, that's kind of problem with most YouTubers these days, not mentioning any names, but they say, oh, why did they stay in? I don't understand. Well, either they're probably predicts that, depending on the plays they make, so yeah. Yeah, we're going to go for the T-Bolt finally. Actually goes for Psychic, that does a lot, I mean, my god. And now here, I was expecting her to switch out. I really did think she was going to switch out. Sending her Slowbro, as it does have the Regenerator ability, because Slowbro does wall most of my team, but she doesn't. She goes for the Psychic and gets a crit, which was terrible, as you'll see why. Since I was thinking at that moment in time, I was thinking, okay, it's fine, it's fine. I can pretty much handle it. I mean, I do love team building, so I can pretty much handle anything, right? I look at my team, I look at all their sets, and I'm thinking, I have nothing for this. It sucks. But either way, I'm going to take out that Chansey with the Zen Headbutt, as I was predicting that it's coming. And now I'm going to predict the Hitmontop to Sucker Punch, but she makes a great play and goes for the Toxic, which was, god damn it. Although, having said that, because my Frost Ice is in right now, she can't go for a Rapid Spin, and it seems that she does have Foresight, so which is also good Scout's Initiative, as I'm going to go for the Pain Split to try and get some health back. And no, she makes a very good play and goes back into Slowbro again, which is depressing. Anyway, I'm going to go for the Taunt right now, since I predicted her to go for the Slack Off, since we're both at very low amounts of HP. So that's probably the best move I can do right now. Now here I make a pretty bad play on my part, since I go for another layer of spikes, thinking that the Toxic would kill it off, but unfortunately, as you'll see in a few seconds, she barely lives. So if I went for the Ice Beam, that damn Slowbro would have been out of the picture, which is very unfortunate for me. So she's going to switch out and get some more Regenerator health. So what I'm going to do right now, as she brings in the Hitmontop, as I'm just going to go for the Ice Shard, but no, which was that was just terrible, since that Slowbro is still alive right now. And she's going to go for Rapid Spin, spin away all my hazards, my spikes. I'm just going to have to go for the Earthquake, which doesn't kill thanks to the Intimidate that she just got off on me. She's going to go for a Toxic on this Hitmontop, as I'm going to go for another EQ and take out that Hitmontop finally. So now in comes the Rotom H, as she's just going to go for the Overheat, and the best move I can think of right now is to go for the Stealth Rocks, and I'll tell you why. Since Rotom H, I don't have any collateral damage on that thing, so I know she's going to be forced to switch out after she gets the Overheat off. Since the only way I can win this right now is if I get a Cobalion Sweep off, as it is the Carmine variant and not the physical variant, which has Stealth Rock, which would have been helpful this match, I'm not going to lie. As I'm just going to go for the Zen Headbutt on this Slowbro, and it does, as thanks to Toxic, it will be a 2-hit KO, and that thing finally dies, and I do not miss Zen Headbutt, which is just thank you very much, game. So now Rotom H comes in right now. See, as I said before, you're going to take 25% from Stealth Rocks, and I'm just going to go for Zen Headbutt, get as much damage as I can, as it is stab, gets a crit, didn't matter, as Zelf doesn't have the best defenses or HP in the world. As I'm going to go into pretty much my last guy, as Suicune is still sleeping, Cobalion. Go for the Focus Blast. Thank God it hits, since that was crucial right there. As she's going to bring Roserade. I do have HP Ice, but I've used Roserade before. It is not going to OHKO. It's 2-KO. I need to see if she's got HP Fire. She doesn't, but that Leaf Storm does a heck of a lot. But thanks to that, I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO this Roserade with an HP Ice, and that is good game, Sophie. Man, oh man, that was a tough battle. Damn. Since this is the first test match I had with this team, as I wanted to base it around a special Cabalion, or just using Cabalion and Frostlass, since those two do pretty well together with their resistances. But yeah, that was a very good game. I quite enjoyed, really enjoyed that match. That was really close, and it's good that I was able to face the Slowbro Chansey core, since now I know what I need to fix up for later matches. But yeah, you guys should definitely check her channel out. She's a really good battler. I mean, it's like at the beginning I kind of overwhelmed her at the start, but then she really pulled it back with that Slowbro. I mean, my god, that was so annoying. Yeah, she got a crit with Zapdos, but that only made it more interesting. I mean, hacks is hacks. Come on. We should all be playing chess if we didn't like hacks, son. But yeah, trust me, since she did it SOS for me, but for the people who don't know her or don't know her channel, really, I'm being serious, check that channel out right now. Really, really good battler. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the other side.